There have been a number of studies around the paradox of choice, and it's been found that the more choices people have, the longer it takes for them to make a decision. And typically, when they've made that decision, many times they've regret what they've purchased. This was borne out in a study of jams. There's a group of folks who were doing research. They went to a store and they put out 24 different jams right in the front of the store. And they got lots and lots of people coming and looking at the jams and then walking away. They then put out a smaller array of, I think it was about 6 jams, and folks actually came. Not only did they do the tasting, but they put those jams into their carts, because instead of choosing from 24, they chose from 6. So it's overwhelming at some point when you get to too many choices, and retailers can really help hone in those choices by thinking about the role of personalization and how artificial intelligence can use the information that you know about your consumers to be able to get that choice subset down to a smaller number. So I think there's the art and the science to generative artificial intelligence. On the one hand, you really need to make sure that you understand consumers. What is that psychology? What are they looking for? What's going through their minds? Talk about the understanding of how do people shop? Why do they purchase? Understanding that psychographic information really helps you as a retailer to be able to use artificial intelligence and GenAI to improve those shopping experiences. So let's say, for example, you have a consumer who's looking to buy chocolate and you are a chocolate store. You have 15 different types of chocolate. This person comes in and they're looking for chocolate, and it's like, wow, that's really overwhelming because all of a sudden there are 15 choices in front of me. If you can tell based on the purchase patterns, maybe based on the date range that this person might be looking for something, let's say for Mother's Day, you might be able to surface up a couple of suggestions, so narrowing that 15 down to a smaller set. So that takes first that understanding about the consumer, and second, you need to be able to have the data at hand to make sure that that personalized experience makes the most sense. So having a strong data strategy, being able to connect data across different groups within your organization, and being able to tie it together so that the artificial intelligence and GenAI can really bring about the right recommendations for the consumer is the gold standard. The best foundation comes down to a couple of things. It's really about, I think, testing and learning in the very beginning. So there may be some hypotheses in terms of what motivates consumers to purchase. What you believe could be the reality might be a little bit different. Having the connections across the organization so that you can start to whittle down, bring things in front of consumers in the best way possible. Understanding the technology stack that needs to be in play to be able to test out some of these artificial intelligence solutions, and really having a buy-in across the organization as far as what you're looking to do and tying in all of those different groups that might matter. So it might be connecting with the folks in the product team to ensure that the inventory is right, making sure that you've got the right description so that you can pull as needed. From the marketing side, ensuring that you are driving campaigns based on what has been agreed upon across the organization. Understanding from a supply chain perspective that you have enough raw materials to make these chocolates would be important as well. So there's a lot of cross-organizational coming together that happens when you start to implement artificial intelligence solutions. As a brand, if you are interested in understanding what artificial intelligence or even GenAI can do for you, Proficient has a number of different solutions in that area where you can come in and we can work with you to take advantage of AI and make sure that you've got the right underpinnings to be able to deploy your GenAI strategy.